It's no about no. It's no about that.
Listen, Celtic.
It's where the greats have walked. But if you walk in that.
Celtic, my late father, God rest his soul, he in the 1960s, the mayor of Glasgow, or whatever you want to call him, the Lord Provost for them just off Glasgow. My dad had lunch, and if he asked for a bit of broth taking, he had lunch with the Lord Provost in the City Chambers in Glasgow, and then he went in the Lord Provost's limo up to Celtic Park and sat in the main stand. And that was it, mate. You know, I just like it, the punters, mate. I'd be embarrassed.
No, but I'm not talking about sitting with him. I mean, there's a fate worse than death sitting in that main stand with all those stiffs.
But when you're in the boardroom or I get the Celtic Trust in there, that's when I'll walk into that stadium. That's when it's
but hold on, no. But listen, you need to do the tour.
No for me, Chief. No for me.
You do.
I'm not going to soil my Alexander McQueen shoes with that logo and these skunks walking in it. Outrageous.
You need to do a tour, mate. You need to do a tour.
I'll sit with her then after risking all of that and start doing the Caliph. But anyway, listen, there might be somebody of relevance and calibre who's going to come on and supplement the points I've just made, so it'd be good to get somebody else to phone in and back me or sack me, as to speak. But if you're not following that Celtic Trust going, hopefully we're going to get, hopefully there'll be a few wee tweets floating about tomorrow, so I'll teed them to death and keep the peace. But listen, good having you back on, mate. You know what I mean? You've saved me from Brighton Bad.
Oh, stay away.
Right, that's me a lifetime ban. So hopefully congratulations to wee Paddy Brennan as well. Got his job, so that's him moving to Glasgow. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Okay, it's got to be good.
I hope Ernie's got a few extra ciders in the shed for him. He'll be screwing about that East End like Molly Winky.
Yes, and indeed, if Ernie wants a soup kitchen drop off, I'm here ready to go. Keep him warm for the winter.
I told you before, my uncle was Ernie's parish priest. I've told him for luncheon and get all the scripts on him early. He's his bed. All right, mate. So hopefully, listen, I'll give you a wee phone tomorrow.
All right, bro. God bless.
I'll get you that lunch you set up then, a wee cap. All right.
Definitely. We need to do that. We need to go there in solidarity.
Yep. Until the last feather. Keep it real.
Keep it real. Hail.
Yep.
Right, that's the parrot hung up. He's away. It's just me. All the way to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 club in another minute. And I'm just chillaxed here. Another less than an hour to go. Just less than an hour to go. And you can call in 0141 416 1888. 416 1888. If your name is Jamsey, if your name is Jim, Edo, if your name is Timothy or Pat, so long as you're a crackpot, there's a welcome on the mat. If your name is Timothy or Pat. Right. Yeah, so what I was hinting at is that by working on a social based programme as Celtic fans, instead of just this BS that you hear on the Mankey Mob, you know, all those, they've got that many splinter groups of splinter groups, and what are they fighting for? And it's always a fighting fund and doing this, but really, that's no way to build a community. Building a community is doing stuff for other people, working to make things better as a community, and not just as Celtic fans. Like the parrot corrected me when I'm hitting out with the Fenian food banks. The Brother Walford Bistro, for all shades, for all kinds, doesn't matter what. You know, the word taking the soup came from the fact that the soup from soup kitchens from Protestant churches, where they would, they would ask the people who were Catholics to recant their faith and go to the Protestant church. They would only give them food if they recanted their faith. So hence the heavily derogatory term of calling someone a soup taker. And if you do analyse it, it is really it is a really derogatory saying, because these people back then, it was a case of, well, eat or starve. It's a hard choice to put in front of someone, particularly if maybe they had their children there, their family they hadn't eaten. It's all well having principles, but it's all well having a belief. But when that belief is tested to the utmost limit, don't say that you believe, say that you submit, because until you submit to the one true God, belief has not entered your heart. And Galileo, he was asked to recant when he said the world was round, and he sure did. He gave up to the flat earth theorists back then. He had to give up, or he would have been killed probably. And that was what happened to the poor people who, if they didn't recant their faith, Catholicism, and go to the Protestant church. But can that label be put to Peter Lawwell, that he's the numero uno soup taker? Well, for someone who earns just shy of 1 million, it's 20,000 a week, people. For someone who earns that, someone who has possibly colluded with the police, someone who has excluded Celtic fans, someone who has failed as an executive, chief executive, to make a clear, strong case and stance against the greatest cheats of British sporting history, and placed it in front of UEFA and said, listen, sort these cheating fucks out, because there's no bastard in Scotland brave enough to fucking do it. He's failed on that count. To actually have a vote and ask people to not vote on that one, and to ask people to not vote for the fair wage, is a travesty. And the politician's phrase, not fit for purpose, comes to mind. And if I was to make it in to the AGM, I would put the case to Mr. Lawwell that you're not fit for purpose, Mr. Lawwell. And I'll tell you the reasons why I think you're not fit for purpose, Mr. Lawwell. Bang, 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 bang. There you go. A living wage, and you tell us you sit there on £1 million having the chutzpah saying to vote that out. You sit there taking in Champions League money season after season, 2 seasons in a row, banking 20 million from transfer windows, and you can't set up soup kitchens, food banks to feed the homeless. You can't arrange it for kids, give free tickets for kids. It's got to be Celtic fans from the Kano Foundation. You can't arrange for free tickets for kids. You can't give them a free pie. You can't give them a free programme. You can't open the doors as a community. Get a great big superstore there, full to the brim with Nike gear, useless bits of plastic. The stadium sits empty. You've got the Brother Wilfred suite, you've got the Kerrydale suite, you've got various catering places where you could bring in people, have them lunches. Peas, rice, a wee bit of chicken, some water. Mince and tatties. Sending out Celtic vans in amongst the community. Being a taxi driver of ill repute for many years. It's no far till you drive into Haghill, drive along down to the Calton, drive along into Govanhill, drive along London Road, and Parkhead itself, along Tollcross Road, Westmuir Street. Have you seen the poverty in there? Less than a mile away. Life expectancy from Celtic Park is bordering on 100-year-ago levels. People, well, I can look back in my 41, over half my class pan-breed, my mates, my wee boy mates, half of them pan-breed. I'm only 41, hence me taking early retirement to enjoy life a wee bit before I pop my clogs. Yes, I've got a terminal illness, people. I've got a terminal illness. It's just like you. The terminal illness I've got is called life. I'm going to die at some point. And I don't want to get all morbid on you there. Anybody there? Anybody listening? Anybody want to phone in? Has anybody phoned in? I've not got a clue. Maybe they have. Somebody has. Fuck's sake. What's going down? 7 minutes ago, somebody's phoned in. Somebody else has phoned in. What's going down here? Oh.
Hello.
Who's that? What's happening?
What are you talking about fucking terminal illnesses for?
Because I've got a terminal illness. It's called life. You've got it as well. We've all got terminal fucking illnesses, if you know.
I've had it a lot longer than you, buddy.
How old are you?
60.
Fucking old bastard, you.
I know.
Stay there. Have I phoned you or have you phoned me?
I phoned you there.
Alright, you're banned, right? I'll phone you. You're banned. He's fucking banned. How dare you phone me? Don't ever phone me again. I'll do the fucking phoning, right? I was about to phone you there. I might have been 7 minutes late. I was getting there eventually.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name? What's your point, caller?
I've got loads of points, but I just thought I'd give you a wee phone. I've been listening to you for a long time, you know.
What's your name then? Sorry, bro. What's your name?
Kieran.
Kieran. God bless you, Kieran. Have you phoned before? No.
No, first time ever.
Oh, God bless you, mate.
Hey, by the way, I love your mate Parrot, by the way. He's an emotional guy, and I really love him.
He's not my mate. Parrot. He's not my mate.
Aye.
He's my brother.
Yeah.
He's my brother from another brother.
Yeah, he's a brother. Okay, he's a brother. I really love the guy because he's got a heart, you know. But I think it's a wee bit early for do the singing and dancing stuff at Parkhead.
What do you mean?
Well, we don't want to give the other mob anything to fucking laugh about, do we?
True. No, but how would we do that, but?
Well, if we're going to get banners and everything and say they need a living wage, which I agree with, by the way, 1,000%, we don't want to give the other mob any crumbs of comfort, if you know what I mean.
No, but don't you think it's right that we should try and instigate some social programme to help the less well off?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure that we can do it another way, right? We actually...
What way?
Emailing them personally or sort of almost blackmailing them, saying that we're going to do that before we do it to see if anything comes good at it. But
I really wouldn't want to do it right now